It's the hit TV show that everyone's talking about and has got us all intrigued.
This series is full of great, mind-boggling contradictions. Nothing is what it seems.
What the heck is going on?
That's a quality question, and one that I don't have the answer to.
But don't worry, we do. And tonight we're going to reveal all you need to know about the time-shifting, mind-bending television phenomenon that is Flash Forward. We find out what the cast really get up to off-camera.
We sit and drink tea and hang out.
We hear all about showbiz's most expensive extra.
Training the kangaroo was harder than they anticipated, which made one of the more expensive shots in the show.
And we reveal how one day we could all have our own real Flash Forward.
The whole basic premise of the story is very good science.
Flash Forward is a global TV phenomenon which is watched by millions and has been sold to more than 100 territories worldwide.
Я не просто потерял сознание, это было похоже на воспоминание.
Со мной было то же самое.
Вспомни, что будет.
As they say in Russia.
I'm delighted to hear that we're an immediate global hit.
It's got everything. Huge explosions, worldwide catastrophe, dead crows, mysterious assassins, high-octane stunts, and even a kangaroo.
I don't know where the kangaroo came from. I don't know why. He was just a random, fantastic element.
There's this kangaroo hopping across from one side to the other, and it's the sort of inexplicable madness that's going on.
But what's it really all about? Well, for those of you who've been watching but have a really bad memory, or if you've been somewhere in the world without any access to a television set, let us explain.
Start talking.
The story begins in Los Angeles. Two FBI agents are in high-speed pursuit of international terrorists.
What are you laughing at?
I don't know.
A surgeon is performing a life-saving operation, and someone is even about to commit suicide. But then, at exactly the same moment, everyone blacks out.
11 a.m., people start dropping.
The show is about the entire planet losing consciousness for 2 minutes and 17 seconds.
Causing mass destruction. Planes go down, people fall downstairs, maybe people in the middle of operations and can't complete them. So there's a lot of casualties.
As huge as that is, here's another element. They don't black out. They see a vision of their future.
We're all prophets now.
So that's an extraordinary thing.
Extraordinary indeed.
What happened?
For the 2 minutes and 17 seconds they are unconscious, everyone has a flash forward, a glimpse of their lives 6 months into the future.
And often they have fractured images of their future. And they may be in places, positions with people that they thought was impossible.
In some flash forwards, the future is a frightening place.
I saw someone drowning me.
I was with another man.
Hey, honey.
While in others, things are a bit more down to earth.
I was having a bowel movement.
I'm surprised that more people aren't on the lavatory in their flash forwards, or maybe indulging in self-pleasure.
I think it's an intriguing idea. I think, you know, for anyone who's ever read a horoscope or had any thoughts about their future, it's sort of quite an arresting and immediate concept. Is how would you really feel if you got a glimpse of yourself in 6 months' time?
Nobody knows what it all means, except for one man.
In my flash forward, I was investigating what caused all this. I seem to have an idea why all of this was happening.
FBI agent Mark Benford's had a flash forward about the flash forward itself.
He wakes up from his blackout and he has had an image of himself in the future, pretty much determining who's behind it. He has a collection of clues which he sees in his office. He works in the FBI. He has on his work wall, he has a huge board which he calls the mosaic board, which is elements of what he saw in his flash forward.
He's seen clues to the investigation, but can his vision be trusted? He's a recovering alcoholic, and in his flash forward, he's drinking again.
And he's at such an advanced level of drunkenness that he's not just swigging out of a brown paper bag, he's gone to the lengths of getting his own hip flask, which I think shows that he's committed to drunkenness 6 months in the future.
I was loaded, okay? I put my entire career on the line based on your flash forward, and now you're telling me.
The world is often at the hands of a drunk, expecting him to save us, frankly. Winston Churchill was not the soberest man in all the world, and he did fine winning the Second World War, so I feel all right about that.
It's not like he's in a shopping trolley being sick into a traffic cone. He is actually working on an investigation while he's drunk, so I've decided to forgive him for that.
Those are all the leads I can remember.
So at work, Mark is cracking this nut.
I can tell you that everything that's on that mosaic board, every single clue, David Goyer, the creator of the show, has meticulously planned them all out, worked backwards from what they all are going to be. So there is a huge master plan that I'm not privy to, that I don't think half the writers don't even know about, but David Goyer's got it all in his head.
We call it an intimate epic. It's a big, giant event, but focused through the prism of a handful of characters.
From the very first episode, we've been left in no doubt that Flash Forward is a show with global ambition.
They employ a great trick to show you the scale of it, which is you see shots of every different country in the world, and there's a famous landmark on fire. It's never like a branch of the Co-op or a multi-storey car park that you see on fire. It's always like Big Ben or the Leaning Tower of Pisa or the Eiffel Tower.
Why would Big Ben catch fire? What is flying into Big Ben? Alan Sugar's helicopter?
You very quickly get a sense of the devastation that the Flash Forward's caused.
And cut! And with special effects that owe more to Hollywood than traditional television drama, the producers have spared no expense in bringing the action scenes to life.
You can really see the budget in the first episode. Someone's gone, come on, we've got loads, let's just put it all in. Woo, plane crash, yay, car crashes, the road broke, everything went wrong.
I wager it's one of the most expensive television shows ever made.
No one's saying exactly how much, but we can safely say it costs more than an episode of EastEnders.
So no pressure there.
It's a big event piece of television, and I think it's going to be something that a lot of people are talking about.
In terms of scope, this is a pretty massive scene. 200 extras, shutting down 6 lanes of traffic, lots of car crashes, lots of people die, lots of people are injured. Just general mayhem. Sometimes you got to reach for the sky and it works.